Good morning. How's it going? I got up, I'm headed on shift today, and I don't know about you guys, but I feel like something shifted yesterday. And when I woke up this morning, if you know me, you know I only run for cookies, also known as Frisbees. I don't really love running, but I really felt like I needed to get out and get my heart rate up and get moving. So I did, and really enjoyed it. So first, I hope you get your move on today. Second, I just wanted to hop on because, you know, a lot of people have been asking me how I survived last year and continue to thrive moving forward in 2021 with some sanity. And I shared on Friday that I was going to start sharing a little bit more about the tools that I have in my toolbox with you. So hopping on to do that. It's interesting. So I have these 5 tools that I've collected over my short lifetime. I like to think it's short because I'm going to live a long time. But, you know, the 5 major tools, they all can be applied in different settings and circumstances, and they're dynamic. But I've simplified them for me so that when something hard or challenging comes up, I can pull them out of my toolbox and apply them properly, and it keeps it simple for me. So just to recap, the ideas, the principles, or what I like to call my tools, that have really helped me hold strong and steady. There have been moments in there where I have faltered, of course, but the tools that I really apply on a daily basis. The first one is just knowing what my values are. So just a bit of value discovery. The second one is understanding that I'm powerful to choose how I respond. The third is being able to let go. And the fourth is the art of reframing. And underneath each of those tools, it's kind of like each one is a pocket knife or a Swiss Army knife that has different capabilities. And so I will deploy those as needed. But the fifth one is the one I actually want to talk about today that came last for me. And it's interesting that it came last because it was one of the most impactful. So it's an identity statement. And it's really interesting because we have a whole culture of people who are raising self-awareness, seeking self, wanting to know more, thinking that who they are comes from self. And it's really helpful actually to increase personal awareness, why we do the things we do. That's actually a book title. And I have been on that journey almost my entire life. And it's fascinating because I've read the books, I've talked to the people, I've asked the experts. And the last thing that I did was actually ask God who I am. And I find that interesting and a little bit frustrating because why did it take me so long to do that? And one of the reasons that it took me so long to do that, I think, is because I didn't know how. And so that now is something that I learned how to do, the how. And actually, that's probably one of the things that if you work with me, I can help you do best is discover your how. But who you are, your identity, a lot of people are looking to other people, they're looking to culture, they're looking to tangible things like skin color or belief systems. But what I've discovered is that who I am actually comes from Source, which is God. And he's going to be the best person to have a conversation with to ask who you are. And the really cool thing is that you actually were called by name for a particular purpose with a particular how. And a lot of that is actually less tangible than we think it is. And the only way that you will discover that is to have a conversation with him. And so that's actually something that I train or teach, is not necessarily, how do I say it? I'm not the person in between, but I can give you a starting point to start asking some questions about who you are, who you're called to be, and how you're called to do it. And it's a wonderful discovery process. It's very personal, relational. And that launch pad, that tool to be able to have that conversation and then go back and say, no, this is who I am, and this is why I'm supposed to be doing it, and this is how I'm supposed to be doing it, and I was called for this, gives you this supernatural courage or this amazing courage that before I had that conversation, I did not have. And so that is probably one of the main tools that has kept me steady and focused, and able to refocus, right? So definitely had some detours because I'm human, but it has helped me stay focused, refocus, continue focus, because when I can say this is who I am and this is why I know, why I know who I am, because I had that conversation and I hear him calling me by name, you can do anything. You can do anything. So that is also something that I would like to say facilitate. I think less train on, but facilitate or give you a starting point to start that conversation, the how part. And so identity, where does it come from? I'd love if you would drop it in the comments where you derive your identity from. If it's from a tangible or an intangible, and how you discovered it. So I wanted to hop on. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. I'm also trying to hurry to get back to work on time. But I bless you guys. I love you. And I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday.